Hello and welcome to Talking Music, where every song has a story. My name's Paul, and on this channel we like to get behind the story of a song, the secrets, some facts and information. And the song we're featuring today is Baby from Justin Bieber. Now, this was a single from a singing sensation who for a while went on to become one of the biggest names in pop music. The single was released from the My World Part 2 album. The rapper Ludacris is also featured on the song. And let's remind ourselves again, a song from a 15-year-old fresh-faced boy with a boy soprano voice featuring Ludacris. They'd met the year before as they both lived in Atlanta, Georgia, but Ludacris was a grown man in his 30s, and Justin Bieber was, well, let's face it, waiting for his voice to break, and with that came the worry of whether he would still be able to sing. This happens many times to boy sopranos who are unable to hold a note after passing through puberty. There was no doubt about Justin's talent, though. He'd used YouTube to promote his early recordings, which were originally only meant for his family, but his efforts that way had impressed record company executives. He wasn't just daydreaming about singing his songs and becoming successful, rich and famous. He was actually doing something about it. He'd also spent time busking. He certainly wasn't letting the grass grow, and you have to give him credit for that. His use of social media too was also extraordinary. Justin was showing he was a self-starter, but his success was rocket-boosted when he met with Usher, himself a one-time teen idol and now a record producer.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you Island Def Jam recording artist Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready because it's going to be big. Ain't that right, Justin?
That's right.
That's right. So look out. We're coming.
In fact, it was Usher's collaborator, Scooter Braun, a media entrepreneur and named as one of Time magazine's 100 most influential people in the world for 2013, that first came across Justin on a YouTube video. When he saw this video of Justin as a 13-year-old busking on a street corner, his instincts were that he'd found something special.
I was a huge Michael Jackson fan, and I wanted to find a kid who could do songs like Michael did when he was a kid. I was really impressed with, how young he was and how he was holding the crowd and with his guitar, and, he was raw talent. And my gut just went off, and I said, I need to find this kid.
Justin Bieber became hot property and in hot demand because another Justin was hot on his trail too. So here was a young teenager whose mother, Patty, had given birth to him when she was just only 17 and had to work 2 jobs to provide for them, and he was being pursued by 2 seriously successful musicians and singer-songwriters, Usher and Justin Timberlake. Justin Bieber had been one of those people who excelled in anything he was interested in, and busking outside of the Avon Theatre in Stratford, Ontario, showed guts. His grandfather would be there in his car across the street. In an hour of busking, Justin would make 100 to 150 Canadian dollars. That's about 70 to 85 Great British pounds, 90 to around 110 US dollars. Not bad, but absolutely nothing compared to what was to come. Justin co-wrote the song Baby with Christopher "Tricky" Stewart and Terrius "The Dream" Nash. Ludacris, as was mentioned before, and R&B singer Christina Milian also contributed to the track. They had been introduced to Justin by Usher. The song's lyrics complement Justin's personality. He said it's a simple message of trying to win back a girl. He wants her back, following her around while she's playing hard to get. But he's showing his persistence and determination, something it would appear he has in spades in real life. Ludacris knew it was a hit the first time he heard it, but had to work out his rap carefully, which was recorded last. He had to get into the mind of a 15-year-old boy. Not so easy when you're more than twice that age. So Ludacris went back to his days as a young teenager and the times he had cared for a girl who had left him. The video was filmed in January 2010 and directed by Ray Kay, who had worked with Beyoncé and Lady Gaga. The video takes place in a bowling alley, with other scenes intercut with Justin messing around with his hair and doing the Michael Jackson moonwalk. The singer and actress Jasmine Villegas is the centre of Justin's attention, and his persistence seems to pay off as the video ends with the pair walking off into the night, holding hands, young love. The Baby video became the most viewed video on YouTube of all time. The Gangnam Style video runs it close, but as of late 2020, the video has had 2.3 billion views. Theoretically, you could say 1 in 3 people around the world have watched it, though this won't take into account anyone who's watched it more than once. But 1 in 3 is a good way of phrasing it. It underlines the impact the video has had. The song was panned by the critics, and you can imagine that from the outset. Nothing more than a puppy love song. It was goofy. It's what a 14, 15-year-old boy would sing. But what the song did do was match a level of maturity with Ludacris to Justin's growing presence in the pop world. The Dream and Tricky Stewart were behind Umbrella, Rihanna, and Single Ladies, Beyoncé, and now they had made a catchy dance pop tune with an urban twist, and you could see how Justin Bieber was developing. At the time, it became Justin's biggest hit to date. It was his 5th hit single. Let's look at the charts to see how it fared. In the UK, it hit the charts on the 14th of March 2010. Straight in at number 3, you'd think poised to take over at the top, but no. It started to fall down the chart the week after, slowly though. 14 weeks on the UK Top 40 altogether. And it ended up being the 47th bestseller of the year in the UK and sold 600,000 copies, including digital downloads. On the US charts, it peaked earlier, February the 6th, 2010, and again it smashed its way into the chart, but got no higher than number 5. As you can see, first week of entry at number 5, but didn't go any higher. But it hung around the US Billboard chart for 20 weeks, so again had a pretty slow descent down the chart, but didn't sell enough to make the top 100 year-end chart for 2010. But little acorns and all that. It went to number 1 in France and became the year's 4th bestseller there, and number 3 in Justin's native Canada. And it was the very first song to go 12 times platinum in the US as a result of a change to the singles charts to incorporate on-demand streaming numbers. So all in all, Baby from Justin Bieber was a big commercial success. And he performed it many times on TV, including Saturday Night Live and American Idol Season 9. His profile was growing rapidly and strongly. The official music video is one of the most viewed on YouTube, and one of the most disliked too. You often find it just works that way.
So let's get to the kid that I've known longer than anybody else up here, Mr. Justin Bieber. And together we dropped a track called Baby. It's got over 1 billion hits on YouTube. That's because I'm in it. It also has 4 million dislikes. That's because he's in it.
I think that it's important that people see this and see my story because it gives people hope. And at the end of the day, it's so great for that. And it's great that people are able to see that anything is possible. And if you just focus and keep your dreams in front of you and always never give up, never say never, then anything is possible.
When you hear Baby, it sounds like a song sung by a young boy, because that's what it was. But established artists like Usher and Justin Timberlake and many record company executives saw something in Justin Bieber. They saw someone who did everything well, someone certainly with talent, someone who was determined and focused and ambitious, someone who was prepared to put in the hard yards. In short, they saw a winner. And his music, since Baby, has progressed and matured. He's been helped along the way, of course, but he's shown everyone what a winner he was, and no doubt still is. Justin Bieber and Baby. And that's it for another Talking Music where every song has a story. Do subscribe to the channel because we have many more videos for you to enjoy. All you need to do is click the subscribe button and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. So do subscribe. So until the next time, I do wish you well. So till then, bye-bye.